What's up, y'all? Welcome. This is old Prince of the Chubby Clan. I'm about to get my favorite exercise in. Rows. Let me show y'all the thing here. See that? Where's it at? Right there. There it is. Yeah, that's the place where you lock your bike up at. But I'm about to get underneath there and give me a little workout. I'm gonna try to do 3 sets of 16. I actually picked up weight, so what that means is that when I work out now, I actually get sore. When I was 220 and less, I didn't have no problem. I used to work out 4 or 5 days in a row, maybe hit 2 days and do a lot of running, and then I'd be sore for like 1 day, 2 days, sometimes 3, but usually 1 or 2 days, and I'm back at it again. But since I've been heavier, I went up to 250 recently. But I lost a little bit, if you could tell. All I've been doing is just not overeat. Haven't been working out that much. Like I said, I've been getting sore all the time. So you know what the standard is. We're gonna do 3 sets of 16 before the camera shut off. If I could squeeze 4 in there, I would, but I highly doubt it. It's been nice all week in Vegas too. Sure has. I'm impressed. Yeah, rolls are my favorite. You gotta have something to get underneath though if you're gonna bust rolls. But rolls are my favorite for sure. That's one set. That's one set already. I got 2 things I want to talk about. And none of them, these opinions that I'm about to give out in a second, they're not pretty. They are not pretty. But I got something I want to say. But before I say that, I'm going to try to talk some more about a little bit of fitness, you know? Alright? So what I want to say first about a little bit of fitness is that, see how fat I am? You see that? All this meat, and we know we got the rib cage, and we got other vital organs that the rib cage protects, right? But the stomach, out of all the organs, is very small. So when it comes down to eating food, what you eat is important, but also how much you eat. That's how I got fat. I was eating too much. The stomach is very small. And if you pay attention to a lot of these diets that will sell you food, you know, the food program diets that you get on the internet or get off TV commercials, you notice that the portions of the meals are very small. I was reading online, and some folks that come from other lands besides America, they be surprised generally how big our serving sizes are. So I want to say that. Now back to these rows. You ever heard of push and pull day? All right, see, the thing about push and pull, you see me get down on that and I was pulling. And then when it comes to basic push-ups, right? You see me pushing up, basic stuff, right? That's the difference between push and pull. For y'all who don't know, rows are also called Australian pull-ups because it's a pull workout. Dips are a push because you dip down but you push up. On the rows and then on regular pull-ups, you dip down but you pull up. See, the difference is it's either this or that for pull, or it's either that for push or this for push. You get what I'm saying? All right. Gang of people out here. What time is it? And then Saturday feel like a Sunday too. Feel like one of those Sundays. I love Sundays. Sundays are always cool. Like Sunday morning. Ah. That's such a shame, dude. I'm so heavy, man. You know how much I be, dude. I'm knocking these out, dude. I'm like 245 right now. But when I was just 220 and under, dude, I was putting in my work. I really was, though. Them mugs right there got me already. And then I was doing these pull-ups. I was doing all these pull-ups last month. They tore my hands up. Shoot, I had cracks in my hands like a mug. I was gonna do some pull-ups just the other day. My hands are too raggedy for that. This right here just hurt my index finger. Shoot. 2 sets, I'm just about done. Now, my first harsh opinion, man, them almost got me. Only 8 minutes in, so we good. Oh yeah, I'm from Minnesota. I grow my hair out for the winter. I probably cut this around March or whenever I feel like it. But you know what I'm saying? Grow my hair out because out of all your body parts, your head loses heat the fastest. Now, I'm a selfish person, right? And I told you I'm a promoter of self-preservation, meaning that when it comes down to the choices that you make within your life, no matter how big or how small the choice is, I recommend that you always make the choice, the decision that you can live with, all right? So, I don't want kids. Why? Because I don't want to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? I got nieces and nephews, I love them, but I can't imagine having kids around me all the time. And then, especially a lot of folks just be lying. Especially about newborn babies. People saying, oh, that baby, you know how the baby come out first week, first 2 weeks. Oh, that baby look like this, that baby don't look like nobody. That baby look like a naked mole rat from Kim Possible. For real, all babies look the same to me. It don't matter what the color is. Folks is always trying to say, oh, the baby look like, that baby don't look like nothing, don't look like nobody yet. The mother look like a raisin with eyes. So, I recommend don't have children. Because a lot of folks believe that if they have kids, then that their kids are going to produce something for society. A lot of people think that if they have kids, that it's going to help the world, when the truth is we're facing overpopulation. And most people in this world actually don't contribute to society. They actually just fall into place. Most folks, they don't share. They don't give to other people. They don't try to connect with people without expecting anything in return. Most folks aren't out to really just do good because it's a good thing to do. Most people actually take away from society by working a job, living in the house, paying rent, taking money because you get paid for your stuff, using water, electricity, gas, going to the grocery store, getting food, especially a lot of people on governmental assistance. A lot of people actually don't contribute to society. They actually take away. And there's a lot of bad parenting going on out here. A lot of folks behave the same ways they behave because of how they was raised in the house by their parents. A lot of people don't really teach their kids values. All they teach their kids is how to socialize, because if your social skills are whack in this world, you will always miss some sort of opportunities because of socialization. Most people just teach their kids how to socialize and how to obey those with more power. And then that's it. A lot of folks don't teach their kids about spirituality. They don't teach their kids about emotional intelligence, how to handle yourself. So I'm telling you that I'm not going to have kids. And a lot of folks who have kids, they have kids for selfish reasons too. A lot of people have kids so they can always have somebody there to love them and to worship them, because kids don't know no better. Kids always love mommy and daddy until they found out that mommy and daddy are raggedy people. But even then, man, most folks love their parents. So a lot of people have kids out of selfish desires so they can feel fulfilled. A lot of people don't bring kids into the world so that they can actually contribute to the world. They say it's about legacy. No, you just alone and you scared. And then a lot of people just do it out of natural biology. A lot of folks, they don't even think they have a choice when it comes to marriage, kids, and what sort of jobs. When I say what sort of jobs, I mean a lot of folks that stay in a career field and don't even really consider the possibility of taking the action to change things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having kids. For real. They're needy. They're crazy. They're manipulative. They're snotty nosed. They're dirty. They're always hanging over you. And man, look. I can't imagine having kids. Like, for real. Especially then. You know what I found too? And I probably get myself in trouble for saying this, but it is what it is. I found that the least capable people, meaning the people who don't have their stuff together, they want to have kids the fastest. They want to have the most of them. Like, folks don't be in any good position to take care of their kids, but they keep having them. You know what I'm saying? Not just 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. I'm gonna come back for the other 6. Yeah, so I think most folks shouldn't have kids. And I know for a fact that I'm not. People be playing themselves. They're like, maybe you change your mind. No, because it's really not something that I want. Like, we work jobs and we all played on team. We've been around people where we had to cooperate. How often does somebody do something that they rather not do? Or how often does somebody do something that they don't want to do and still do a good job as if they wanted to? Because some folks are like, nah, man, you'd be a good father and all that. I'm like, no, I wouldn't be. Because I don't want kids. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want them. I don't hate them, but I don't want kids around me, especially on a daily basis, being responsible for all that. And then to be completely real, like I said, a lot of folks, they be having kids when they're not in a prime position to have some. I'm not in a prime position. I'm still trying to get myself together. I'm still trying to take care of myself. I think folks need to slow down on the baby making. Yeah, I'm maxed out. That's why I always say 3 sets. I always say 3 sets. I'm maxed out. You must got me tight too. I'm about to talk about fat people again. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fat too. But I'm gonna say something harsh about fat people. Watch. Yeah, I really am though. I'm about to say something cold. But hey, I don't have to justify anything that I say because this is all my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everything I say is completely true, but tell me if I'm lying or not, man. I got something to say about fat people. Hold on. Yeah, hey, these ones got me. That's not fat too. Hey, them rolls be, I'm telling you. Hey, them rolls get you right. Real. After I hit rolls, I be feeling strong as much. You know how hard it is to do something about something that you want to admit to? It's hard as a mug. If you don't admit to something, it's going to be hard to do something about it. Now, what I was going to say, let me think. Exactly how I was going to start it off. I was going to say, a lot of fat people, they don't be looking at it as a serious problem. That's why nothing really gets done about it. Because it's a matter of priorities, right? Now, if you think about it on a day-to-day basis, how important it is for you to take care of your health. This is why I'm trying to get back in shape for myself. Because I said this before. If you have health, then you have time. If you have time, you can do anything, right? But when it comes to priorities, people, they go to work, they take care of the children, they build relationships, they hang out with friends, they entertain themselves. I think the average American spends about 3 to 5 hours on a daily basis entertaining themselves. You know what I'm saying? I understand that the way America is made, it's designed so you have time for everybody except for yourself. But a lot of folks be talking about being fat is cool. Most people aren't cool with that. Because when it comes down to priorities, getting yourself back in good shape and not being fat no more, it don't seem to be on a priority list. Playing video games, going to work, eating food, whatever else that you do is part of the list. And then some people are like, well, just because I'm fat, that don't mean that fat is who I am. It kind of is though. Like it really is though, if you used to keep it real, because I know exactly how I got fat. Most of the decisions that you make on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis revolve around you being fat and lazy. That's just how it is. And until you acknowledge that, what's going to be done about it? The reason why people don't really respect fat people is because being fat in most cases is usually something that you could do something about. And then people bring up thyroid cancer. Only a small percentage of the American population actually have thyroid problems. You know what it be? It be overeating, be bad nutrition, it be laziness. For real. Because people have time for everything. So when a fat person be like, look, don't call me fat because that's not who I am. But most of the decisions that you make revolve around you being fat. And they be like, because I'm fat, that don't mean I'm lazy. How? I've been fat before too. Because you're too lazy to cook yourself a decent diet. You're too lazy to treat yourself right. And that's what I want to say, is that if you're fat, if you're okay with that, then cool. But if you wonder why, look, the majority of the human population not only find fat people unattractive, they find it repulsive. But until you figure something as a problem, you ain't gonna do nothing about it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Until you see it as a problem. So if you decide to say, okay, I don't want to be fat no more, what's the next step? You make it a priority. The same way you go to work, pay your bills, hang around your boyfriend, girlfriend, children, friends, play video games, you have to squeeze that I gotta take care of myself into there. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of folks, they don't really do nothing. They really don't. A lot of people don't do nothing on a day-to-day basis. For real. They don't do nothing on a day-to-day basis. They work, probably sit down at work unless they got a basic job where they're not allowed to sit down. But then other than that, a lot of people, they don't do nothing active. A lot of fat people don't do nothing except for do stuff that will keep them fat. Most of the choices that they make revolve around them being fat and staying fat. But you're going to have to make a different choice to have different results. And here's the thing though. It's going to take time and it's going to take real work. You know what I'm saying? I'm on it. I'm working on it. I lost me a couple pounds, I can see, but I ain't do nothing really. All I did was just stop eating a whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, this is O, Prince of the Chubby Clan. Not only do we get money, we get clean money. Fresh, pressed, right